Tell me what I'm going to do.
Do not tell me what to do.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's Wednesday in Vancouver, and this is From Under the Seed Desk. I'm your host and second best friend, Marijuana Man. Very tough to say that you're somebody's best friend. They kind of have to say that. Yeah, here we are to do another show with all our friends. Joining me on the couch, as always, and way down on the end is Al the Alchemist.
What's going on?
Everything. And in between is Kush Queen.
Hola, hola.
Fresh back from her hunting escapades out there. That's the.
What were you hunting?
It's the yearly.
You don't want to know.
It's the yearly fox hunt.
Fox hunt.
I don't think they caught you, evidently.
Just kidding.
Fresh jokes every day.
Every day.
And
Never
of
a dull
course,
moment.
we have Camera Left, as always, featuring Jeremiah and Rose today.
Hello.
They're
doing?
back. So, we got a whole bunch of people sitting around us here in the room. We're on the second floor at the BCMP Vapor Lounge, which, incidentally, now is high above the Seed Desk.
Yes.
Seed Desk is back
This
down.
is from above the seed desk now,
Yeah,
right?
from above the Seed Desk now, yeah.
From
So we'll have
over
to
the
get
seed
High
desk.
above the seed desk.
We're going to have to rebrand
Out
ourselves
from over?
now. Do you want to do some rebranding?
Out from over.
Okay.
Columbia.
Yeah. So, yeah, we moved the Seed Desk down to the store yesterday, and
Nice.
that was interesting.
How's that working for you?
It's fun. There's a lot more people down there, people stopping by. Marc's in the store all day long, and it's a good time.
Desk down there?
Yep.
Did you pivot?
I didn't move the damn thing. They lifted with their legs, I think.
So no flashbacks, no unpleasant
Well,
memories.
I do have to say that it was 10 years ago next Wednesday that we
Yeah.
got raided while I was sitting at that very desk in that very location. So I'm not too sure what the fuck's going on here. Right?
Full circle universe. You know.
I told them I want next Wednesday off. I'm just going to sit. I'm going to stand in the store and watch from
you
a
can
distance.
Skype us.
No, next week is the 29th of July, the very day that we did get raided, and Marc and Michelle and I got busted, and we went through all that stuff 10 years ago. So do tune in next week. We're going to have a little bit of a commemorative show, I hope.
Come on down, yeah.
Yes, come on down. Oh,
Goodies
we're going to have
and snacks.
We'll
Jody
have-
says snacks and goodies
Jody's
from 4 to 7.
saying snacks. Nice. Oh, it's an
Yeah.
event.
So watch out, you're
It's
going to
an
get
event
invited
on
on
Facebook.
Facebook by Jody. Yeah.
It hasn't been confirmed yet, but John McKay, the guy who prosecuted us all, will be here.
Nice.
We
What?
Would be so cool.
not. You never know, though. He gets wind of it, he'll know.
Well, he's
But,
all sorry and shit, right?
Yeah, he certainly is.
Well, chatters right now.
Now, for those of you who don't know John McKay, I don't care. Really, it doesn't matter. All right, so what? Skype him. Kiwi and Vicky looking on from a distance, a little too
Vicky,
shy
you're so
to
fun.
come
You're
in,
so
the
fun.
pair
You
of
put 'em
them.
on my- Hey, Vicky.
Come on
Hey,
in.
hey, Vicky.
So yeah, bunches of people in the chat. Vancouver Seed Bank's there. Thanks a lot to Rebecca for coming down and joining us in the chat. And she's down at the desk, so you could make a beeline down there and see her in person. We are going to be there every day, the same hours as the store. I think they're open from 10 till 8 every day, and Friday, Saturday till 10. So come on down. It's a smoke fest and fun.
Chat wants to know what you're drinking, Al. What's in the jar? They're going.
What's in Al's jar? The
Which
most
one? This one has
The drinkable
Sasquatch.
one.
Oh,
The
the
drinkable
drinkable
one.
They always want to know what you're drinking.
All right. Chaga mushroom. In stereo. Chaga mushroom. Holy basil. Nepalese crossed with Time Warp. Some Hawthorne, Burdock. What else is in there?
No, it doesn't
Water,
matter. You
of
had me
course.
at Hawthorne, brother.
And some mango juice.
Mango, gross.
I love mango juice.
And that's what's in the jar today.
Wow.
Well, I've got a coffee.
I would love
Me
to.
too.
Now, here was
It's
an
got
interesting
kind of a
thing that
fruity root
happened.
beer flavor.
Here's the thing that's happening at my coffee shop on the corner. I go in there today.
For all
there-
of you that didn't know, Marijuana Man has a coffee shop on the corner.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a very good one.
But I go in there today and they're selling beer now.
No
They
way.
have, yeah, they have kegs and some taps.
They have a liquor license?
So
Corner coffee shop.
I asked,
Why would a coffee shop be selling booze?
well, I don't know, to make money.
Sorry.
You
but-
know, well, those 9 a.m. eye openers, you know.
Well, I asked the owner what he had to do
Delicious,
to
by the way,
be
Al.
able to sell booze, and he had to get a restaurant license, and the restaurant license required him to put in a grease trap.
That's it. That's all he had to change.
Yeah, but he doesn't even cook stuff.
No, he has sandwiches and things brought in.
They had to put in a grease trap. That's the only thing he had to do
Wow, eh?
to be able to
so
sell beer.
confused
All right, you get a
as
grease
to
trap, you
why
can start selling
coffee
booze.
shops
Okay,
insist
let's all
on
get a grease
selling
trap.
booze.
That's
We have a grease trap here
flabbergasted.
already.
Say we're ready
We
to
do.
sell marijuana now. We have a grease trap.
Right in that room over there. There's
Seriously,
a
there's a
giant
grease
grease
trap
trap.
here?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's
License
built
to
in.
lounge.
Yeah.
It's built in.
Start selling beer right away. But I don't know. That's an unusual occurrence here. You know, within a stone's throw from the 340 pub when you can spit down to the bar on the corner at the hostel, to which you can toss a beer bottle at all the people on the patio at the next bar. Right? It's just beer everywhere. If they're going to be in coffee
wish we
shops.
could.
The movie theater. They're closing the movie theater downtown to children and making a liquor theater.
Oh, really?
Selling booze at noon.
Holy moly.
So you can go to the coffee
I don't know,
shop
like when
and
I'm
then
sober and getting a coffee, I don't really
taking
want
a
to deal with
matinee,
drunks
you know,
buying a
Just
beer.
drink
like,
all day long.
So
Sorry.
for all of you alcoholics
somewhere
out there
else.
that have just been recently fired and are still lying to your spouses, you have something more to do. You can actually go see a movie now, or a few movies.
And you're not lying.
You get drunk.
Get hammered.
Oh, no, dear. I was just sitting in the coffee shop.
Yeah.
I was just down the coffee
I
shop.
was at Starbucks all
Oh, yeah,
night.
going
What
to
do
the
you
coffee
mean?
shop.
Wow. That's gonna really trip out some of those 12-step people, right? You know?
Yeah, they'll be tripping on the 12th
No
step,
doubt. You're not going to
stumbling
the coffee
on the
shop.
steps.
Right?
What are you really doing at Starbucks?
Yeah, really. Like,
I'll have the
Really?
Molson's macchiato.
Bailey's in my macchiato.
Molson macchiato.
It seems like this is a new kind of
sounds
trend
so
where
bad.
I heard Starbucks is going to be serving beer, or they're at least thinking about doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Starbucks too.
No,
and now,
that's
did you
gonna
see
happen.
this thing? I don't know if anybody mentioned this yet, but in the newspaper, I saw the Lululemon Beer. Did you see this now? Lululemon is making beer.
Is it in a really tight bottle?
Oh, the,
Yeah, it's a very tight bottle.
Really tight
oh
bottle.
yeah.
Yeah.
The,
You can
the
see
bottle
the bottle's
has
butt
just
crack.
a perfect butt.
Yeah, no, Lulu.
Every bottle
for real,
looks great.
Lululemon beer, like odd.
It's really a fat bottle, but hey, when you finish drinking it, the bottle gets fat again.
You know.
Oh no, the world is awash in beer. Now here's something that was fun while I'm working down in the store again with Marc. We're listening to his prison music playlist.
Well, I thought you guys were listening to Prism,
No,
Space Age Superstar.
his but that's pretty cool. Listening to his
Solar-powered
playlist
laser
that
beam
he
guitar.
listened to in prison, and he also gets a lot of those songs that he's learned how to play actually. So I'm gonna get a copy of that and see if everybody at Jam Night can learn these songs. So what's going on out there in the world? Gregor Robertson, our beloved mayor,
Is now dating the
had an audience.
Pope.
Had an audience with the
He's
Pope
Pope
yesterday.
chasing.
Yeah. Hey, he's creeping the Pope
That's scary shit.
and the Pope's peeps. Now he went to the Vatican. The Pope didn't come to him. The Pope, listen to this bullshit. This is fucking right out of Mad Magazine, this shit. The Pope invited mayors to come and see him.
Yeah.
To talk about climate change.
Gregory
fucking
Robinson
Pope.
had it hard on the whole
Oh, yeah.
time.
Gregor had a boner the whole time.
Totally.
Yeah, let's see. Let's invite a whole bunch of people who do nothing about climate change to the Vatican.
Yeah, and the Pope.
Who's paid
Like,
for
really? The Pope? Like, talk about fucking destroying the planet. The Catholic Church? Holy shit. These people, I don't know how they can even keep a straight face.
Please.
There's
I don't know.
something deeper there.
They said 10 hail taxis and fuck later, right?
Oh, no,
They
it's
think it
just,
all went
it's
away.
crazy. Pope Francis last month released an
Frank,
environment.
as he likes to be called by his friends.
Frank, yeah.
Mayors and
Frank.
such.
Last month he released an
me Frankie.
environmental encyclical.
Cyclical.
Did you
He
get
was
it? Did you
cyclical.
get your encyclical from him?
Oh,
What?
I thought he was an encyclicalist.
Well, that was during the Tour de France when
Yeah,
he was
exactly,
the
yeah.
encyclist wearing the yellow jersey. No, an encyclist, as it turns out, is a letter from the Pope.
Jer?
Yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah. They, these people in the Catholic Church at those levels, they got nothing to do,
They were
right?
going to excommunicate me, but they didn't get my
But
my
then-
letter that renounced my,
They didn't get our
my
memo.
membership.
They didn't get our memo.
I didn't get the text that I was being excommunicated. Yeah, there was no.
See, that's 'cause you're
you
not on
can't fire
Facebook.
me, I quit.
Right?
Yeah.
It's because you're not on Facebook.
There was no bars.
Oh, just coffee shops.
Yeah, just coffee shops. I'll see you in a minute. I'll get another coffee. But what a fucking joke.
Cream Supreme, Pope, pass.
Yeah.
Oh, that crazy Pope.
Puff Pontiff.
Now, a papal encyclical is a kind of letter concerning Catholic
You guys are
doctrine.
funny.
What's McMahon doing over there? Is he talking while we're doing this show?
He's talking about coffee.
Always.
Oh, he better be. Better be about coffee.
Well, he should talk about hemp if he's going to talk about global
Yes.
climate change, you know?
Well, there you go.
Pizza.
Yes.
Pizza and
John
hemp.
and I are racing.
No, these people in the
Fortress,
Vatican, they
John
sit around
Buffalo.
all day going, let's make up words and shit. Well, let's go. What do you want to call a letter? Well, an encyclical.
Yeah.
A papal encyclical.
Papal encyclical.
You were there, right, Al? Weren't you there like a couple months ago?
You were
Yeah, I
in
actually
Rome.
had a seizure at the Vatican.
Shit.
Huh?
Besides that, what did you think?
It was a religious experience.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, really.
No, we brought it was really fun, and we brought the sublimator with us, and we set it up in different locations and took pictures until the Vatican secret police came and scoped us out.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, it's amazing how tight of a network they got going
Oh,
on.
yeah, they have their own
No, for real,
surveillance. They can
it's-
survey any
it's fucking
signal.
heavy duty.
It's-
Yeah.
Secret police come out in
everywhere,
long
missing
robes and those
devices.
big hats,
Oh, yeah.
too, eh? Just like a regular, just
We
like a
weren't even
regular
smoking.
bishop.
we were just taking pictures of the sublimator in different locations in front of the Vatican.
Yeah, yeah.
And the secret police were on us. And then when we left, the security force followed us. And then two plainclothes guys in long black trench coats came down from this driveway from above this. We were on the waterway, and above us is the road. And these two guys came down and scoped us right out. It was very sketchy. Yeah. It was,
So you didn't
it
get
was
to see the
crazy.
Pope.
We did not see the Pope.
Fuck.
We weren't there to see the Pope. We were there
Oh,
to
okay.
take pictures of the sublimator.
I thought maybe
at
he'd
the
be
Vatican.
waving on the balcony. Doesn't he go out?
And we
once
got
a
the
day or
job
something?
done.
They,
No, it was
Yeah,
more like
hey,
this.
hey,
It was more like
come
this.
here. Bring me a token.
No, it wasn't.
well,
Frank
Two-
doesn't like me.
no, Frank's a bit of a recluse.
Frank and I, we don't get along.
Pope Frank.
Well, I mean, he used to be a Jesuit, right?
Pope Frank. Like, are you buying this thing about him being, all about poverty and stuff?
Oh yeah, talking
very-
about
very
poverty, but Pope Frank.
He was able to resurrect the Holy Franciscan Order in Israel. who were
which is
who
not
were kicked
easy.
out of there during the Ottoman Empire.
But he also, with his little encyclical that he released not too long ago, he talked about how the world has to stop being addicted to fossil fuels and, you know, having all the money for one person and not for the other, and the world poverty. And you go, really? You're sitting on a fucking gold throne. The man sits on a gold throne. Well, he doesn't anymore. They got rid of the gold throne.
Yeah, you put it in the back room.
They put it away.
Put it
not
in
like they
another
sold
room.
it.
Tourists
You know,
were
and gave
asking
it
too
to
many
the poor.
questions.
Yeah.
They're like,
No.
"Hey, what's up with the gold throne?"
He goes and sits on it when no one's watching.
Yeah.
Right? And
Just gets up at night, you know.
I'm on my gold
He's
throne.
got a
like,
room full of balloons, right?
the
He goes in, he
absolute
has a party and sits
hypocrisy.
on the gold throne.
Here's what you want to do, Frank. If,
Flips on Lady
Can't
Gaga and just
if you want to really do something for the world, Frank, stop being tax exempt.
exactly.
Give up your tax exemption. Give up your fucking
Yeah.
property. Give up your gold throne. You
Yeah.
want to talk about poverty, dude?
If they're so
You
sorry,
alone,
for
the Catholic
sure.
Church alone could end fucking poverty on this planet.
Oh, it's
They
insane.
really
Amen.
could.
No,
You
it really is. Just with what they have sitting in Rome, and that's only one city. They could end world poverty.
Built.
That's only one city. It's
Their
crazy. It's
massive
crazy
wealth.
what they have.
Their massive wealth is built on the backs of the poor fucking people.
When you go to when
I
you go
would
to
have
some of the
fucking
Catholic
walked
churches in
past
Spain, the amount of gold they have sitting, just like the things that are constructed out of gold, it's insane. 12
yeah,
stations
it's
of
just-
the cross,
it's
and
really
all of them
sad.
are 12 feet tall, 15 feet tall, and solid gold. It's fucked.
Yeah.
And that's
no.
all the shit that the Spanish stole from people in the name of the church.
So speaking of stealing stuff, Christy Clark signed a big fucking liquid natural gas deal here in British Columbia. What a bunch of fucking swines
while
they
they're
are.
declaring a level 4 drought.
They're, speaking of addicted to fossil fuels, now here's the thing. You do just a cursory little bit of research about this whole thing. They've given this company who's going to do the finding of and getting of the gas 25 fucking year tax exemption. 25 years. Oh my fucking God. No guarantee that any Canadian will work for them. No fucking guarantee of nothing here, right? And when you look into the liquid natural gas industry, seems to be all beginning to fail. Right around the world, it's failing. And here Christy Clark is putting us on fucking risk with this, not to mention the devastation. Hey, happy 420.
But not to mention what?
Not to mention a happy
Yeah,
420.
Puff, puff, pass there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Not to mention what I forgot to mention.
What was that?
So, the water.
Crusty
Here we are in
Found
in a huge drought season, and they're signing over rights for these people to start fracking with all our fucking fresh water. And she's out there going, "Oh, this will be so good for the economy. It'll be so good for jobs.
economy."
The
Until
economy."
people's
She
fucking
doesn't
water
even know what an
starts
economy
catching on
is.
fire.
This is too fucking easy for these people. It's too easy for this idiot like Christy Clark, or any one of them for that matter, to become elected. She's a fucking radio personality. This is her whole background. And for her to go, "Oh, I've done something that's good for the economy." Fuck you, you liar. You've done something that's good for people in the back room. All these fucking fossil fuel fossils that you're fucking deal with. Yeah, and a Malaysian company.
Exactly. Not to mention
The government of
fulfilling
Malaysia.
illicit trade agreements, right? Like, who made these fucking trade agreements? Harper, Christy
So
Clark.
this is what they're all
everybody else.
about here. It's just so sad, and the media allows them to put out their little press release any which way they want, and I don't know, drives me fucking crazy a little bit, I gotta say.
It's kind of sickening.
Thank God for marijuana.
Yeah, it does
That's
really
all I
does.
know. Really, it's the only thing that keeps me from
does.
I don't know, going crazy. Well, here's a fun story though. There was some here in Vancouver, as every summer actually, but they found another patch of local marijuana growing in a middle of a traffic circle. So, as always, they canvass around and talk to the local neighborhood about what they think about this, and every single person they talked to went, "Hey, this is great.
Awesome.
This is really nice. It's a beautiful plant. Oh, it's just nature. We like it. It's very nice." But here, so today in the newspaper, the story continued where they asked the Vancouver police about it, and here's something they said. Well, hang on. The Vancouver police spokesperson said, "Oh, the marijuana is not illegal unless somebody's watering it. Because we have a stage 3 watering fucking, right?"
What?
Oh yeah, this is what he said out loud, and they reprinted it. And then he said, "We sent, the marijuana's been sent away for analysis, and it was determined that these are male plants, which do not have the potential to produce THC. This is
I've
what
seen
the
some trichomed
this is what the cop said. No shit, right?
Oh, good Lord.
Why doesn't this go back?
I don't even know what to say to that.
Oh, it's stunning. Totally
I'm
stunning.
pretty sure that's an illegal search.
I've lost my show. Oh, here it is. Now, yeah, stunning.
Hey, how about that?
It's not illegal because it is a male plant, and he said, rendering the plant legal hemp. Sergeant Randy Finchman.
Wow, hey, that just gave me an idea.
Hey,
Yeah. Rendering it hemp.
seed bomb. Seed bomb.
So,
No, but I'm going to start a pollen farm
oddly enough,
of legal hemp.
legal
Get your
hemp.
male pollen now.
Well,
Jamel falling now.
For real?
yeah, that's what Randy says.
Basically, Randy just said it's legal to grow male cannabis, and you can harvest the pollen
Just
and sell
can't-
it for
But
breeding
you can't
purposes.
water
Just
it,
can't
though,
water it.
right? Because we're
You
stage
can't, but
3.
somebody else could.
Well, yeah.
No, wait, you can water them, you just can't sprinkle.
All right. now.
Exactly. Yeah, you just can't sprinkle.
So, here's a follow-up story to Randy
do anyways.
Finchman's statement.
I do anyways.
In the University of Minnesota, a plant biologist has identified a key gene that distinguishes hemp from marijuana.
Duh.
George is one of only a few scientists in the country who has been granted a waiver on a federal law prohibiting hemp.
Yeah, what they want to do
He-
is they want to figure out how to activate this gene and introduce it into cannabis strains so that they can turn off, limit the THC
Hang on,
production.
he's scrolling.
That's not what George said. At
Well,
There's
all.
that's
more.
not what they're saying there, but
this
that's
is- You might guess that that's where it's going, but
Who the fuck is George?
George is
George is the guy behind the story
he
here.
is a scientist, a distinguished scientist.
Distinguished.
So, here's what they said to him. They asked him, "What are the similarities between hemp and marijuana, George?" "They're members of the same species," he said. "They belong to the genus Cannabis, and they are distinguished by the concentration of psychoactive drug, which is abundant in marijuana and much less so in hemp." This is a fucking scientist. They said, "What did you find in this gene?" He said, "What we did was take
Tobacco
advantage of the
papers,
diversity that
some
exists
gum.
within the species cannabis to cross a marijuana plant with a hemp plant. And then the gene that distinguishes the production of THC versus CBD." So, what they concluded was that marijuana is missing an enzyme that produces this CBD molecule. So THC dominates in the chemistry of the marijuana plant.
Yeah, there's
Right.
some guys in Europe playing around with organic feed using enzymes to try to convert that with a watering program within the plant.
Yeah.
Who knows how that's gonna
I'm
go?
not too sure if that's true at all. That there's a fucking enzyme that stops CBD production. Because when I look at every test of all marijuana that's being tested, CBD's showing up. They also
it's
suggest.
just limited.
Well, yeah, but
Its potential has been cut off.
so yeah, like this isn't news. We all know that fucking hemp has no THC in it. We all know that marijuana has fucking high THC, low CBD. Huh?
Yep.
So we need this biologist
George.
to say that there's a difference between hemp and marijuana. Fuck off. We know there's a difference. Hey? Like really, this is such ancient nonsense that these scientists are coming up with, and it's big news. You go, really? Come on.
Well, it just
Like,
makes me
really?
wonder who wasted their money on that.
Well, it's the hemp
that
industry.
funding or that study.
No, it's all about growing hemp now. They want this hemp industry to explode because it has, and they'll find out for sure that it has the CBD potential that they're all looking for. If you want CBD, go grow hemp. All right? Don't demand that our high THC, low CBD marijuana be changed to accommodate your high CBD desires when there's a plant already growing for that purpose. All right? Like, really. This is nonsense. And if anybody is making this high CBD, low THC stuff, they're using hemp to do it. So, that'll be interesting when we find out that once hemp gets legalized, that it's also a medicine too. Oh, God, they're in for so much fucking anguish. It's a fuel, it's a medicine, it's a lot of things. It's the one that you need to worry about, not the recreational one that we're using. So, here's the thing. What? Children should have hemp. Give them enough hemp and they'll hang themselves. Hey? Sure. Give them enough hemp, they can make enough rope to hang themselves. I do, but I love children too, but they can't be stopped with what they want to do. Hey?
Oh, God.
So here's the thing that some Israeli scientists came up with. That marijuana actually helps broken bones heal. Mm-hmm. They did a study on rats with fractured legs, which were actually a lot easier to catch. Right? So they initially weren't going to do the study.
What the hell? Yeah.
Well, they would. No, of course they didn't.
just
showing
No,
them
they
they-
would catch.
They got a whole bunch of them together. They gave them all skateboards, and just the reckless ones.
Just the reckless ones. They followed them around. But
Make it better for you.
yeah.
They didn't break their legs.
So this is what scientists are doing to rats on behalf of fucking trying to find out stuff about marijuana.
Wow.
They're breaking rats' legs, for God's sakes. We got to legalize this. I'm so fucking tired of seeing a limping rat. Eh? Just gets out of the science project. They release them. Yeah, they're hobbling along and they're going, oh yeah.
That's terrible.
But they bolster themselves by, it's for science. It's for humans to know if marijuana is good before they legalize it.
God.
Sad. Washington State just passed an open container law for marijuana, which means they're actually trying to not let you have roaches in your ashtray anymore. It was the fucking bottom line of this one. Can't have roaches in your ashtray.
Car ashtray?
Yep.
Oh. Whoops.
Car ashtray. Can't have roaches in your ashtray.
But why?
Because that debilitating fucking drug is within your reach. You could light up one of those roaches at any time sitting behind the wheel and crash
You ever
and
tried to
kill
light a roach while
kids.
you're
You
driving?
could-
Or hit a child, right? Hit a child.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not easy to do.
If you smoke a joint while you're driving, you will 100% kill a child.
Yeah, for sure. That's the way you could be, oh my goodness.
No, they're saying that your marijuana must be away so far out of your reach. It's got to be like a bottle of Jack Daniels in your
Can I
car.
smoke it in my car while I'm driving and then just get rid of it and not have it in my ashtray?
Just have to
Flick
throw
it
in
into the back.
seat,
Yeah.
out of your reach.
A lot of burning joints.
Hey, I never said flick it out of the window while it's lit.
Yeah.
I've got a raw pocket ashtray.
No, you got to have your weed far away from you when you're driving now. In Washington State. Yeah, they're just sitting around 24/7 trying to come up with new rules around marijuana. Like they're just going, oh my God, it's crazy.
And there's this,
Yeah, as long as you can't reach it. It's the same as with a bottle of whiskey. If you got a bottle of whiskey in the back seat of your car and you can't reach it, and it's not open, it's okay. Here's another thing, though. If it is open and you can't reach it, they're going to take it. But you can get it back. You can apply to the liquor store, and they'll give you a fresh bottle.
cool.
Yeah. So, not too sure they'll do that with your marijuana.
Bring your roaches back, you get a
Yeah, get fresh weed.
Yeah, I'm recycling.
Someday.
Right?
So, yeah, I don't think we ever did say hello to people in the chat, actually.
Okay, we'll do it really quick. Canadian Giant, Doob, Magic Bean 73. Who
Jam
else?
Band
Quick.
Fan 03, Green Supremes here.
Vic BC Vape Stoner.
Nice. Magic Bean, do we mention them? Cool. Well,
Yeah, we
glad you could
mentioned the
all make it
Magic
into the
Bean.
chat today and chat it up.
Yeah,
Chatting it up.
they are.
Now, in Colorado, some marijuana type company produced and was prepared to run a TV ad on some station down there, and that summarily got yanked. Yeah. All of a sudden, the TV station said, nope, not going to run it. Huh. I guess they didn't have room for it in their beer roster.
Oh, so there's lots of ads for alcohol, but you're not allowed to ads
No.
for
No,
weed.
no.
Okay.
So it's federal. Like, what a bunch of horse shit. Still. There's so much opposition to marijuana in the places where it's legal. Like, they're just going crazy here. It's too crazy. In Winnipeg, there was a bunch of our brothers and sisters out there. The
Yeah.
medical cannabis headquarters was raided and closed. So there was a lot of people
There's a lot of shit going on in Winnipeg right now. with the
protesting
activists.
outside, and the people vowing to open again the very next day. So we're
The Winnipeg
with them and
police.
thinking about them and hope that they can overcome the nonsense that they'll be getting there.
They've even
Yo,
targeted
fight
the
the good
homes of a
fight.
couple of the activists.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's our CMP.
They're getting serious over there. They're playing it personal, and if you are an activist in Winnipeg, just make sure you got a tight fucking game because they play a little differently than they do over here. So keep it old school.
Well,
Bury
Yeah,
your
it
shit.
was apparently Pam from Spam that ratted
Yep.
them out, right?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
is that right? Old
Yeah.
Pam. She got punked by Myrna.
She got mad
and,
because Matt Murdoch punked her and
yeah.
was
That song,
"I'm
I didn't
calling
hear it. but-
Winnipeg.
Yeah. I know.
Okay. Well, you
This
do
means
that.
war. I'm calling Winnipeg.
Well, here's the next round of stuff that you're going to start hearing about from these prohibitionists. They're going to start telling you that marijuana teen use is up because of medical marijuana. It's coming out of Israel. It says teen marijuana use soars in Israel.
Yeah, because they're
You can't
they're-
even smoke
they're-
teen
they're-
marijuana.
They're prescribing it in Israel.
There isn't even anything on teen marijuana.
There isn't.
It's got to be mature, doesn't it?
See, in Israel, it's a citizen's right to obtain medical cannabis. and they've got a different game over there. So I imagine there's probably a lot of teens that get to access the medical cannabis program there. And the way the government works is, if you don't come to pick up your stuff that month, they're going to call you and find out where you are and why you haven't come to pick up your weed. They want you to have your weed. It's different there. Yeah. Friend of mine, Tamar, he's an Israeli citizen, but had the medical program. And
No, this is where they're headed now with their nonsense, right?
It's pretty amazing.
Here's a statement. Researchers predict that marijuana use may overtake all other substance abuse cases for teens in the next few years.
There's no way.
78% of them drink booze. 85% in some jurisdictions. 85% of teens are drinking
Between
alcohol.
alcohol, tobacco, MDMA, cocaine, crystal meth, there's no way cannabis is going to overtake all of those. It's just not happening.
Now it is.
That's a fucking bloated.
Oh yeah,
statistic.
it's just an insane statement. But even if that is the case, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, it wouldn't be a bad
thing. And this quite probably will happen, that it will overtake, but it won't be an illegal substance then, right? It'll be a sanctioned legal
be
substance,
legit.
and they can shut up. Now here's who wrote this article about it, and it's just so full of fucking nonsense. This guy's name is Christopher Maynard, and here's his credentials. He is a New York-based writer and editor who has worked as a security guard, high school teacher, theatrical lighting designer, and volunteer fireman.
All over the map, that guy.
And he's doing what?
That guy's
He's
not very
writing
focused.
this article.
Now he's a journalist.
Yeah, now he's a journalist talking about how
Okay.
marijuana is going to be the substance
for Christ's
abuse,
sakes.
right?
Oh
I
my.
don't
Oh,
know if I
yeah.
can take his word for it, man. Seems very unstable.
No.
Let's sigh.
There's another one too in Portland, Oregon, where marijuana is legal. They had a marijuana festival that got a permit to have their festival, and then out of the blue,
Oh, was this in Toronto?
no, City
Applying
Council
for
said
permits.
once they heard that they're going to be selling edibles and stuff, that they revoked their permit and didn't let them have it. So there was an article written about how it was the right thing to do to nix this marijuana festival. And then when you look into who the writer is, his name is Scott Gagnon. I think the non is silent, isn't it? Scott Gag. Here's his credentials. Scott is an experienced substance abuse prevention professional. An experienced substance abuse prevention professional.
So that means he's like got a year of sobriety or something.
yeah. He used to be a drunk and now he's not.
He's like a year clean off crack.
Oh
Making
no,
real
this
sound
guy is.
decisions with his life now.
No, he turns out he is the director of smart approaches to marijuana.
Oh, fuck.
Sam. And they go so far as to say Sam is a nonpartisan, all-volunteer alliance dedicated to informing public policy with the science of today's marijuana. Oh no, this guy makes his entire living off substance abuse because he's an
there's
experienced
tons of them.
substance
There's
abuse
tons
prevention
of them.
professional.
They go around the continent just, scamming
Holy
one recovery
cow.
thing to the next. I'm serious. They just set themselves up, install themselves. They got that kind of personality, right? And the money just starts rolling in.
Well, Scott was the 2013 winner of the Maine Alliance to Prevent Substance Abuse Prevention Award. The Alliance to Prevent Substance Abuse Prevention Award.
Did he create this award?
Yeah. Yeah.
This
Somebody
award.
stopped him getting the award before he got the award because it was to Prevent Substance Abuse Prevention Award.
Okay.
So isn't that like the double negative, like, make a positive? So everybody
No.
kind of prevent it, actually.
The brains behind Sam is really starting to
they're
become quite
very
something.
pervasive. These people, they're out there everywhere, getting access to the media. But
Well, they're everywhere, dictating to the police what they should be doing.
Yes.
I'm gonna butt in here for a minute with a story that's out of Edmonton. I don't know if you heard about it, where Edmonton police seized something like a whole bunch of vials of Rick Simpson oil, Phoenix Tears.
Yeah.
And was warning the public that this injectable marijuana was they caught it before it hit the streets and all this shit. And this is right off like a radio station that used to be cool way back when, 630 Ched, right? I saw this and I just started laughing, and everybody was laughing about that today online, right? That's awesome.
Marijuana.
Yeah, injectable marijuana. That's what they
guess
thought
what?
those
Well,
vials
not weed
of
anymore.
Phoenix Tears were.
Fuck.
And a police officer,
So
spokesperson
unknowledgeable.
just
They're so
gone on.
dumb.
Yeah. And if I had the story, I could quote it. I didn't send it to you, but
no, they do
this is the
put
kind of
their oil
mentality.
in syringe type things.
yes,
some
they
of these
do.
People.
They use empty syringe, right?
Yeah. So this is exactly where the cop would be getting that idea from. I would have to think.
Well, it's because he's a fucking uneducated idiot, right? Like most of them.
Hang on, it's loading.
Loading.
So yeah.
Loading.
Way to go.
For
Get the
500
story.
minutes.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're just all idiot liars.
and this is the kind of people that are they're calling the shit around cannabis. Like, hello.
There you go.
So
Yeah.
the rest of the country isn't
That
quite as
very
progressive
scenario.
as around here.
Oh no, the police are very ill-informed, as it turns out.
Absolutely.
They don't know much about what crime's going on in Canada at this very moment. They await your phone call to tell them. Mm-hmm. That's what they do. They drive around looking at a computer screen waiting for a phone call.
They do.
They can't see the crime going on because they're not looking. They're looking at a computer screen waiting for you to call. So
Yeah.
don't call them.
Well,
Of course
2%
we
of
don't.
crime is solved by police alone. 98% is informant.
Now here's a crime that took place, unfortunately, in a place called Fishers, Indiana. This is on July 20th. Fishers police recovered 100 pounds of marijuana, $330,000 in cash, other narcotics, prescription drugs, 3 guns, following a multi-agency investigation. They called the bust the largest in the department's history. A routine traffic stop on July 16th led to the bust.
Leg to the bus.
Not a multi-agency investigation at all.
No, it was a
routine
random
traffic
stop.
stop.
Random.
An officer reported a strong smell of marijuana coming from the car, and after using a canine officer, who found 19 pounds of marijuana and various other items, including a digital scale.
They're using robots now?
The
Wait.
dog
In the car at the stop, they found 19.7 pounds?
of
that what they're
marijuana.
saying?
Yeah. The stop also led the police dog to the residence inn in Fishers and a storage unit in Indianapolis. In all, the dog seized 100 pounds of marijuana, various other narcotics, prescription pills, 4 guns, and $330,000 in cash.
It's a
The
fucking
dog did
eager
all
dog.
Although police took the dog's word for the amount of cash. Okay.
fuck.
So police,
What was he, Scooby-Doo? Like,
police,
It's doing the work of like 20
Okay,
pigs,
so-
right?
police arrested, police arrested
my
2
God,
people.
those meddling kids.
2 people were arrested. Dawan and his girlfriend Bria. They're like 28 and 21 with like $300,000 in cash on them, both from Indianapolis. Now the police said we want
No doubt.
we want the residents to know that we are dedicated to deterring and detecting illegal narcotics activities here in Fisher, and obviously we're going to use every resource to continue that.
Like,
Obviously.
Officers did not arrest anyone else, but said the investigation is still underway while the dog takes a nap.
I think it was
Oh,
a joint investigation that led to the traffic stop.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah, I think they got it mixed up there.
Yeah, they didn't say why they pulled these people over, but
yeah, syntax is everything when you're writing.
the dog was
Truly.
barking. Seems to me like the dog did all the work.
Really?
Right? We barely need cops. We should just have dogs running around. And woof, woof,
I'm telling
woof.
you, if dogs had thumbs, they'd rule the world, man.
I suppose they would. We pick up their shit. That's a start.
Isn't that awful?
Yeah. No, it's a crazy, crazy world out here. Now, here's a story that Jody Emery, crack cub reporter, sent to me. Yeah, the Oxycontin clan, they're called.
Hey.
Hey, Forbes has just released its 2015 list of the richest U.S. families, and in the top 20 is a new group. I'm not too sure why they're just new, but the Sackler family, who owns Purdue Pharma,
Yep.
worth $14 billion, and they made it all selling Oxycontin.
Yeah. Has anyone ever made a
Yeah.
global tally of the deaths of OxyContin?
Oh my God. Tens of thousands of people in the world that die
Yep.
every year because of it. Now, people, of course, are getting relief from chronic pain, which is their stupid argument. Well, we help a lot, and the other tens of thousands of you are just collateral damage. Hey? If you or a loved one was collateral damage to a pharmacy company, oh my God. Which they don't give a shit. They got money set aside, right, for the lawsuits and anything else that might come along. And they'll just change a molecule in that illegal thing, and off
I'm not
they
so
go.
sure that they don't even run a lot of the legal firms that
Oh,
handle
yeah.
the lawsuits against their companies.
$14
It'd be in the best
billion.
interest to control payouts.
No, this is just sad shit that these going on in the planet here because of people like that. And it's okay. The DEA is who helped the Sackler family get that rich by allowing them to sell Oxycontin, because it's the DEA who decides. Oxycontin is a Schedule 1, Schedule 2 drug. I'm not too sure which one. Nobody can produce it without their permission. So you go, wow.
You got to pay a lot of money to have something recognized as a drug. Goes through several stages of approval, and in the end, it costs billions of dollars to have something actually approved. That's why I kind of laugh when they say marijuana is a drug, because it's not. It's never gone through those, and it's never been approved as a drug. It's an herbal remedy.
Oh yeah, like it's quite unbelievable to me, the fucking big deal that they make about this substance here. Now, it's partly our fault, I'd have to say, because we've been stuck under prohibition. It's good. Oh no, it's good. We've been stuck under prohibition all these years, not knowing what to do, right? We were seeing that marijuana was a very good thing, and maybe in some people's mind a miraculous thing and a healing thing, and we wanted to tell the world more, not just to tell the world, but to say, come and fucking help us. Here we've got this substance that we're getting relief from, and people are feeling good when they consume it, and you won't tell us anything about it. All right? So we've had to make some pretty wild claims about marijuana. Same thing with hemp, right? How it could change the planet. It can do all these things. Well, people, it's been fucking 80 years we've been dragging this shit out. Now the general public, a lot of them are just getting tired of hearing it. They're mad at us because we've had to say this for so long. Go, why don't you guys shut up? And they go, well, no, how can we? We don't know what to do.
No.
We just want to get it legalized so we can consume it. The fight that goes on, like the U.S. Congress, the fucking president of the United States is wrestling over the decision about this fucking silly little plant, right? The implications of it being medicinal have fuck all to do with what I'm talking about, because Purdue Pharma is going to take it away from you in a heartbeat as soon as it's legal anyway. And they're going to go produce their pills and their injectable marijuanas and their...
Injectable marijuana.
Hey, they will.
I like that.
And all we need to do is to be left alone to grow it ourselves, produce our own injectable marijuana the way we want to do it. Just, that's all I care about. I want to be able to grow it and sell it to adults. That's it, that's all. You guys go figure out what you want to do with kids. We never said nothing about kids. We never invited them into this, and they don't deserve to be in it. On our side or your side, right? Fuck that. That's bullshit, dragging kids out. That's like Hitler holding one up when they start shooting the bullets. Really, come
You're
on.
right. I'm tired of people using children as shield for their arguments
Fuck
too,
the
right?
youth.
You know,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
like for
care.
their fallacious fucking bullshit, right? Like,
No,
stop.
so they gotta stop
You're
doing
embarrassing
that and-
yourselves.
And that's what's happened to this stupid and poor little plant, right? It's been grouped in with all these dangerous drugs, and it's been lied about by the very people who are paid to fucking protect you. Cops. It's been lied about by cops. That's what's going to come out here in the future, and the truth of this matter is that they're behind about most of it. Between cops and the DEA, they're behind most of prohibition. The rest of them are all fucking lamprey-type eels that suck onto the side of those guys because it's a good trough of money. We'll do the research. We'll fill the fuel with fucking all these bad things about marijuana so you cops can keep getting your money and get more cops.
And some people need to start suing people like Pam McCall, right? For like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
for, you know, because the CCC ruled that this is perfectly fine. So what? Who the fuck does she think she is, right? I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to look her up and like have that for breakfast one day.
Ms.
Anyway, she needs to like STFU now.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I just want to be able to grow my own marijuana and sell it to my friends or give it to my friends or however that we do it. Like, we need
you
mom
want.
and pop operations here. It can't be just the richest cats in the land get to play here. There's no reason for that. There's just no reason. Like, they can play. Like, there's no reason why they shouldn't be able to play, but there's no reason why most people couldn't play. Why? Here we've got my fucking coffee shop selling beer, for fuck's sakes. Why can't I open a sandwich shop and sell weed? Why can't I do that? What's the difference? What's the fucking difference
Like,
here?
I don't know. Like,
Right?
let them do what they want. There's going to be people that'll subscribe to that anyway, and just leave the common gardener alone. Like, really, I mean,
Yeah.
the one who wants to stay at home and protect their own health and welfare and economic security.
Absolutely.
You know, without harassment, without risk
So,
of losing
once
everything.
that happens,
Right?
once we have those rights, then that's okay with me.
No more regulation
Right?
than
They can
tomatoes.
do whatever they want. They're going to charge their tax, but someday we'll hopefully overcome all that nonsense too. Taxes are hard to ever roll back, so we should fight hard in the beginning here not to allow them to think that they should. Why do they think they should tax this so heavily? It has not hurt or done anything to anyone. What the fuck? I appreciate why you tax cigarettes and why you tax alcohol. You don't tax them enough, either one of them, because taxes don't cover the devastation. But at any rate, why tax marijuana? There is no devastation. So they're going to get sued one day over this. The minute that they say that this is over public safety, that we charge these taxes, I'll sue those fucks for that statement.
Well, you
prove
know,
it.
they really just
prove that there's
somebody
any
should-
cost to
people
you
in Winnipeg should sue
whatsoever.
her.
Okay, and then
Yeah,
roll
no.
back your tax.
Oh,
So-
there's a puppy here.
I imagine that's what the Pope and Gregor were talking about, eh? How to open the dispense. Pope was saying, you know, you probably should have said 40,000.
Giving him advice.
What's the matter with you? You could have got
That's
more.
a cute dog.
Right? So,
Yeah, I'm not too sure what the hell those guys were talking about. It couldn't have been very
climate
good.
change.
I have a
Yeah.
recipe for that.
They said that the headline said climate change, but they didn't say which way.
Wow.
Which way to change the climate? For the best? Climate change? They're all saying climate change. You go, really? You want to make it worse? Yeah.
Yeah, flying over there in jet
Yeah.
airplanes. Driving around in gas-guzzling cars
Yeah.
with 12
What's
cylinders.
the pollution like in Rome?
They're all about
Pretty
climate change.
bad.
Sure.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, as bad as anywhere on the planet, I'm guessing. Well, that's all I got.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got to get out of here, though. I pissed off the fucking Vatican today, so got to keep my head low.
Just today?
Yeah. Well, this. Want to keep ducking and weaving. I'm running patterns in a papal encyclical pattern.
Well,
right?
if Frank, if you're watching the show, if you feel like just dropping the beef, that's cool. Come over for fish on a Friday. It's all good.
On a Friday.
On a Tuesday.
That's a Catholic joke.
Yeah.
You know, I was not raised Catholic, nor were my parents Catholic, but my mom served fish on Fridays anyway.
Just to cover her
She
bases.
said, just in case, the Catholics are right.
Yeah.
Right.
My
You
auntie
go,
was
really?
like that too.
Here's the thing that happened in South America. The people in South America didn't have fish to eat. They ate something called a capybara, which is kind of like a pig in the forest. So they went to the Pope, and he declared that pig to be a fish, so they could eat it on Friday.
Of course he did. He's the Pope. He can
He
do
can
whatever
do whatever he
wants.
wants. So why doesn't he change our
in Catholic
climate?
land, he can do do
Yeah.
whatever he wants.
Whoa.
The Pope actually.
Do you want to go faster?
Yeah, for real. No. Funny you say that. Funny you say that.
That's funny.
The Pope is the guy that has the formulation to recalibrate the calendar. That's why we have a
It's
leap
true.
year, all of that. It's like,
It's the Gregorian calendar
Greg.
we use now.
that's
Yeah.
Greg.
Pope Gregory, one of them.
Yeah.
Chat's having
It
a
was?
real
So-
good time
Yeah, for real. So that
tearing
like
up Cam.
they're the only
Wait,
guy,
good
like he's the only guy that has the power to do that, and the knowledge of the stars, the knowledge of time, the knowledge of how the turning of the planet, the speed of the planet, how it slows down, speeds up, and how that correlates with the sun. All of that. He's the only guy that has that knowledge to calculate that.
Wow.
And it doesn't matter what pope it is, you got to be able to do that.
Learn something new every day.
There you go.
Well,
Too many
Thanks,
rules
Al.
for me.
all right. That's too many
I'm
rules.
just not
yeah.
down with that.
See, this
Too many
is-
rules.
That's what they
So
do all day
literally
in the
can
Vatican.
control time. The pope.
Too much groveling, you know.
And the clocks that we use
Can you
aren't
make it
even
my birthday
correct.
all the time?
We can't even keep time. Humans, we can't keep time yet.
Well, that's because the pope's always late.
Every year,
The guy that controls time's always late. How's he going to set an example for the rest of humanity?
well,
know?
our clocks are set based on an atomic clock in fucking Switzerland or something, which each year has to be stopped
Yeah.
for a fucking millisecond
Time
to
stops
catch
in
up,
Switzerland.
just to catch up.
Oh.
Eh?
Didn't something happen where the axis of Earth is at odds with time now, and like we actually lost time or something?
Oh, no,
Or
when
gained time. I can't
God's
remember.
watch was
Well,
out
there's-
when he
they
made
invented a
the
leap
heavens
second.
and earth.
No, that
No,
the
for real, they invented a leap second.
There is
that
a
just
leap
happened
A
last
leap
week
second.
or 2 weeks ago. For
Okay.
real.
Yep. No, there
I
is.
can't remember the date. But, on your digital clocks, if you were watching I don't know what the date was.
It's true. We covered it on one of our shows.
11:59, right? Normally at 11:59 and 59 seconds, it clicks to 12 o'clock. This went 11:59 and 60 seconds, and then switched to 12 o'clock. Because time is fucked.
okay.
It's an imperfect measurement.
All right.
That man has created.
So it's official then. The Pope is more dangerous to children than marijuana.
Well, I think Kevin Annett proved that. And you
Oh,
just might
Kevin
wanna
Annett
do-
can
you
eat
just
my
might
shit.
wa- yeah,
that
well,
guy's like fucking crazy.
he
No,
is crazy,
no,
but he's proved some
don't
pretty
don't
crazy
listen to
things.
a word that man says. I'm telling you right now.
Well, say what you want.
I'm telling you right now.
Say what you want. He's uncovered
I've
some
interviewed
pretty
him. He's
crazy
nuts.
things.
There's a lot of people that got a big hate on for him, and good
Yeah,
reason.
be-
He
because-
used and
More on
abused
that.
our people to
Because-
make his
because
point.
he's uncovered
And
some
you know
crazy
what? He
things.
doesn't have any real evidence. He manufactured and planted evidence out at UBC.
For what?
for trying to prove that about these mass graves. In fact, they do exist, but
Well,
not the
well,
one,
they-
not the
they-
ones. Can I finish?
It's-
That not
it's
the ones
funny
that he
you say that
specified.
because
And,
Interpol on his
you know,
information
he's just
made
busy-
arrests in Montreal, made arrests in Switzerland, made arrests in England, all on
You know
his
what?
info.
That's all lies.
No, it's not.
It's all lies, man. I'm telling
That's
you.
real stuff.
We'll talk about this.
We'll
I'll
look
show you.
into this.
It's real
Off
stuff.
show you.
camera, there'll
I'll
be
show you
some
the real goods
shit
Look into
flying.
it.
from Indian
It's
country.
going down.
All right.
the
Well,
ninth
thanks a lot for tuning in. It was a rangy show today. Very rangy.
Range, it went all over the place.
It did. It,
Up and down and all
that,
around.
I think it was all good, solid information. Only 2 of the stories were true.
Yeah.
So,
You decide which
You decide
one.
which ones.
so next week, maybe think
What
about
do
it.
they
Watch
win?
the show
There might have
again.
been 6 of them that were true.
Right?
What do they win?
Bum, bum, bum.
Nobody's winning
You
anything.
don't win nothing.
Right? I work this hard. I don't get nothing. So there's no freebies along the way.
Win
right?
nothing.
Win nothing. Be the first to win nothing.
You win the chance for self-approval.
That's right. Well, thanks a lot for joining us. Thanks a lot to Al the Alchemist for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Jeremiah and Rose here on the left couch.
There's us.
Kush Queen in between.
Thanks for having me.
Those guys.
Them.
Nice
Us.
to see
Ali and
them.
All of us.
Fonzie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're off the
Bye,
air now.
Jody.
Everybody say
Jody's
bye-bye.
taking off too. We're all saying bye.
Yeah, I'd thank the rest of the audience, but they weren't paying attention the whole show. So
No.
They were having their
Eh?
own thing.
They were
you know,
having their
were-
own thing
and
today.
then they tune in
It
and
was
out.
this
You know,
very social day
it's a
here.
very circular thing. Yeah.
So yeah, thanks everybody for joining in the chat too. Hope you all had fun, and go look up some of the stories that I made up today for you.
You made up some good
Columbia.
Huh?
ones. You made up some good ones today.
Maybe they were good, maybe they weren't. I appreciate that. Last night we had a great jam. It was a full night of some
epic.
very
We
good
made
music.
up a lot of jams last night.
Yeah.
There was like a half a dozen great guitar players in the house last night. The place was littered with them.
It was a very talented room last night. Very skilled room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rose had a great
it-
set.
Oh,
Rocked
thank
it
you
up
very
pretty
much.
Good.
And those guys made it very easy.
So yeah, come on down on Tuesdays. So check us out online all week. We
Oh,
got
look at the
shows
baby
going.
dog. Oh my God.
Jeremiah will be here on Friday with his show. 4 o'clock. Website trouble. We've been attacked. The DDoS crew. You know. So that'll all be fixed. Check out
Back
McMahon's
by
show on
tomorrow,
Monday.
Jeremiah says.
Tomorrow for sure. Oh,
You
yeah,
got a
the
show? You're gonna do a
DDoS
show
will be
Monday?
back up by tomorrow.
Yeah, Monday afternoon,
show on Monday.
4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Redbeard show on Saturday.
Looks like
And anything else that could
wanna
come
go eat
up along the
pizza
way.
now.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Wow.
some kind of lifestyle.
Now I'm hungry. All right. Well,
Yeah, me too.
yeah,
Let's go.
that's
Let's
it.
get out of
That's
here.
all I got. Thanks for watching. I'm Marijuana Man. Peace and pot. See you next week.
Peace,
And
pot, and
pot-
puppy.
and puppies. Peace, pot, and puppy.